Okay, hello. How are you? Can you hear well? Mm, Can you hear? Yes, okay. Okay, perfect. The link. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, so let's start with the life saver. While we do this, I wanted to mention the you can keep doing it, but when we are in the warrior stance, the legs, remember that they should be slightly bent. But also it's noted in the book and other places that you should tighten the back of the leg. So this is kind of difficult just when you are in this position because there is no reason to do that, mostly because the front muscles will take care of holding you in this position. So what you can do to start engaging those muscles on the back is when you, not in this one particularly, but in the ones where you punch, that's where you can tighten the back of the leg. That will make it easier to hold your stance and to hold your balance and to be able to punch with more force. So we can do, after this one, we'll do a couple punches. I think I said it last time, but just in case, your hips stay looking forward. They don't move to the sides, and you touch slightly with the tip of your fingers, your shoulder, and you don't let the back, the arm that is in the back, to touch your body. Okay. Do some stretches. Don't extend the arm. Bring the movement from your back. Okay. Let's do the couple of punches from the HIIT series that we did last time. The one where you're in this position with the fist looking towards the front, and you'll punch, kind of like if you were punching the shoulders of another person in front of you, like this. And here's where you're going to apply the tension on the back of your leg. When you punch, you apply that tension there so that you can see how it feels to tighten the back of the thighs. So let's do the punches. Okay. So the more tighten those are, the more stable your punch will be. So you won't be moving all around. So you will be very stable, and you'll be able to punch and stop it really very precisely. So, did you want to do anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So for today, we're going to do a new series, the one for dreaming, and we'll do the individual passes in the beginning, and then we'll put it together into long form. Now, last time we did the long form for the HIT series, just one part of it, actually two parts. And it was a little bit difficult for everyone to follow. So what we'll do today is to practice the individual passes a lot so that we know them. And then after that, we can do the long form without having to think about the pass itself. In the HIT series, we had the breathings, and they were very complex because you needed to know when to inhale, exhale. These ones are a lot easier. So hopefully the long form will go more smoothly this time. So let's start with the first pass of the dreaming series, uh, warrior stance. And we're gonna bring the arm towards the back. And when you bring it to the front, you place the hand looking to the other side. So you come back, and in front of you, the palm is rotated. So, and we do this on one side and on the other side. And we do a slight um, strike, a light strike when we come up. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so the purpose of this series is for dreaming, and almost all of the passes in this series aim at moving the assemblage point on your back. So this one also, when you're coming back, you are trying to move that assemblage point, and in the next one, which is we do
Yeah.
this one
If we follow the book, there's a difference in the
long
long
form
form. The passes
are swapped.
swap. So in the book is this one. We can do.
Yeah, we can do that one. So for this one, we are in warrior stance, and we push with your hands. Inhale, push, exhale, and then wait. If I talk about it, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, don't
I,
talk
I
about it in
yeah,
itself.
I can't talk
Just
about it if I don't do it.
explain the hands and
Yeah,
everything.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So hands, 90-degree angle. You push and you extend your legs and trying to look at the tip of your fingers
Over your shoulder.
over your shoulders. So they should be your hand should be on your back, and you should only see just the tip of your fingers. And that's where your sight should focus. So in this one, we are trying to move the assemblage point to make it fall. So by doing this, we are focusing our sight in there, and that's how we are kind of attracting, making the assemblage point move down. So we do one side and the other side, and we alternate.
And when we put the hands here, it's like a little strike, and you exhale on that strike and continue exhalation. So let's do it.
So again, with your side, you are trying to move the assemblage point down.
Uh, do it, do it. When you strike, the legs are bent, and then you continue the exhalation and you put the legs straight.
Right, and you go a little slide back so that you can see your fingers. You might not be able to see your fingers if you're just staying like this. You may need to go back a little bit, your body, your whole body. So
That's one.
Okay. So the next one, we are going to, from the back with a claw hand, we're going to grab energy, and that same hand will go to the front and place that energy that grabbed from the back. Now, both hands will do it at the same time. So the one that's on the back will grab, and the one that's on the front will spread. So back grabs while the other one is spreading on the front. What we are trying to do here is to kind of make a little bit of a void of energy in your back so that the assemblage point will fall, because it won't, like, it will have less energy there sustaining it somehow. So you grab some energy and put it on the front so that it will be more likely to fall. So the shoulder bags, just in case.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. See. So in this one, this is called the A and B types of energy. We place the hand, one hand on parallel to the floor, and the other one, they both have very flat with thumb inside, and we, with tension, we bring them together without touching the elbow and the hand, but they should be one on top of the other. So with tension, we bring them like this, and then we move the whole frame to the side. When we do that, we also move the eyes to keep looking in the middle of the frame. So we have this frame and we're looking like in the center of it. We move it to the side, but we keep our eyes move with that frame so that they are staying at the center of the frame.
Without moving the head.
Right, the head stays looking forward. So we bring it with tension. Don't make them touch. Now we move that frame and move the eyes. And release. We'll do it in both sides. So it really doesn't matter which one you did first. So bring with tension. Now move and move the eyes together. So this one has a bit of a gazing and still in it. And when you look, doesn't mean that you have to focus on one place. You can still look at the center of that frame, but your focus or perception can be all around. Now, how you move can be quick or slow. I do it more quickly than him. So last 2 repetitions. So for those of you that do dark room, I kind of like this one in the dark room because you can gaze and it's good. I like it. So next one. In this one, okay, warrior stance. We're going to make circles going inside. So we make 1, 2.5 kind of. Then we punch. And we punch on in the front. We're kind of trying to extend this area. So we do 2 circles and punch. Now start with the other hand and punch with the other.
Now it's gone.
Okay. Knives. Okay, so here we are going to throw some knives from the back of your head. We're gonna kind of bring it and throw it to the front of you. So we bring it from kind of the back of your head and you throw it in front of you. So this one is called something like throwing the assemblage point like a knife. So here we're also trying to make that assemblage point move. Even though we are not grabbing.
One thing is do this slowly. You see, this movement is not like she's doing like this or doing this. It's also a little twist.
Yeah, not a lot. Like
Yeah.
I'm not completely turned, but there is that back shoulder. I mean, one of the shoulders is going back while the other one is going forward. So yes, you're moving, but don't move from the hip down. You don't move it.
Also keep the hand with the thumb next to the hand.
Yeah, and it's very flat, that hand. Also, don't overextend your arm. Always keep some slightly bent as to not injure your tendons. Okay. So next one,
We send from here to the front, like throwing a disc or something like that.
So we kind of grab it. I mean, we don't grab by making a fist. We just kind of like grab it by placing some disc on top of your hand, and then you slide it and throw it like a frisbee. I don't know if that's how frisbees are thrown, but that's how I imagine they would be. So you throw this, you grab it from, you grab something on top of your hand on the back, and then throw it. And here also, this one is called throwing the assemblage point like a disc. So again, here we are trying to move that assemblage point position.
That's one.
Okay. So do we do the
grab?
Yeah, just do it.
What?
No, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
So we're gonna grab.
So
and
here we
actually-
do grab with the fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it to the opposite side and throw it.
So you on your back, You grab it with the fist, you bring it still with the fist, but then you open your hand to throw it like this, like we did before. So you grab, bring it, and then throw it with open hand. Right? So we grab. Here we are trying to grab that assemblage point somehow in the back and making it move.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one, we are also going to grab on the back. So we grab just like before, like the one before, but then here we make 2 circles above the head and then throw it like a ball with open hand. So the one before was like this, but this one we bring it with the fist and then we throw it like we are throwing it to the wall. So we grab, make 2 circles and throw.
That's one.
So in all of these, and in this one in particular, what I do, and maybe you don't want to do that, but when I grab and I bring that, whatever I'm holding there, I bring, like I feel that I'm bringing it from my stomach, my middle, my abdominal muscles. So I kind of like hook with by tensing that, and then I still tense when I bring it. Like I feel that I'm moving it from here somehow. So that tension still on my abdominal muscles, and then I throw, and then I tense everything there. But in many passes, the movement even though you're just moving the arms, the movement comes from the center area, this area. So particularly one will do later the masculinity series, but in this one is a good example. Like I keep this tense, but like I am controlling that movement from this area. I mean, it's kind of fuzzy the way I say it, but if you try and you'll see hopefully what I'm trying to say. So what do we do? Do we do the... So that was the end of the form.
We're going to try to do it the whole thing all together. So the first one was this. The second one is going to be this one. The third is going to be this.
So we'll do one of each
each
side for all of them.
Number 4. And then number 5. And we're going to stop right here.
Okay. So we'll do the first 5. So again, one of each side. We'll start
From the left.
Left. Now this hand that was on your face comes towards your middle part. And then the one that was grabbing from your back goes to the front and pushes. Now we do the other side.
Now the hand that is in the back is going to be up. Now the hand that is up is inside.
Okay, let's do that.
And let's do it again, the tips. Like.
Okay, so left.
Left.
Right. Now remember the one that was on your face goes to the front. And switch. Now the one that's coming from your back pushes on the front. Switch. The one on your back comes vertical. Switch. And we'll make the 2 circles or 3. And switch.
Again.
So A and B energy. Switch. Circles in. Switch.
Now, the hand that is in front is going to come back and throw like a knife. 1, 1. And then 2, like this, 2. Now we grab on the back.
The one that's on the back stays on the back, grabs.
Oh. And grab.
Switch.
And grab the back.
Switch.
Okay. Let's
So
do
for
it.
a couple of times, I'll say switch and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do the whole thing. So left, right, right and front, switch, right and front, switch, right vertical, switch, two circles, grab from the left, throw knife, throw with the right, grab with left, throw, grab with right, throw, grab with left, two circles, grab right.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
little thing. We want to repeat from the knife because one was missing.
Yeah.
So we want to do one with the left,
Knife.
one, then one here, and now we grab,
Yeah.
grab, circles. Can you do it one more time in this exercise?
From the knife.
Yeah, knife,
Left,
right,
right, left, and right.
right, grab, go, grab, go, circles. Okay, let's do the whole thing.
Okay. Left and right. Right in front, left in front. Right in front, left in front. Right vertical. Now left vertical. Circles in. Throw knife, left, right. Throw disc, left, right. Grab back, right, left, and right.
Okay. Again.
Spread. Switch. Right vertical. Switch. Circles. Knife. Disc. Grab. Grab. Circles.
Again.
circles, knife, disc, grab, disc, grab, ball. So we'll do it a couple of times. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but I think when we are looking back and then you may not know what follows, so that's why I'm talking over while we're making this. So the other thing that I wanted to mention, and it applies to all of the long forms, is that while we're rushing to go to the next pass, we may kind of loosen up the form a little bit. Like we may do it more sloppily, if you will. So when we do that, let's try to make each pass as properly as we can. So without thinking that we are getting behind or what's coming next. So each of the passes keeps its own integrity, let's say. It doesn't get merged with the next one or anything like that. So even though we are making transitions, like we're here, we bring it, so we are merging the two. But when you do this one, it will be done properly. And or when you are doing the knife, even though you are going to do the next one, they each of them should be done as best as you can, if that makes sense. Red, left in front, right in front, right vertical, switch, inward circles, knife, disc, grab, disc, grab, ball. Again, spread, right vertical, switch, circles, knife, disc, grab, disc, grab, ball.
So we are doing a saturation. So we repeat. So the body then don't need to think what is next. So maybe today is difficult, but with practice, you need to do this series without thinking. That's the goal.
Mhm. And there is something that I wanted to mention. After this series, I'm all spaced out, but I'll try to talk a little bit. Um, Last time we did the hit series, and somebody pointed out some slight differences between the book and what we did. Um, I'll mention them. There are small differences. For example, there was this one that we were doing, and we were kind of going like this. In the book, it says a little bit higher, kind of just a tiny bit higher, and that was one of the differences. And the other one was when we do all of these. In the book, it shows that you are slightly more forward, like your arm is not so much on the side, but it's slightly kind of 45-degree angle. That's fine either way. The important part is that you don't bring it too much to the front, because then you will be crossing that middle line, which you shouldn't be crossing, because we're doing the separation of the two bodies in this first part where we're not mixing the right and the left. So when you do this, you just still stay within that side. And then probably why we were doing it so much to the back, um, and not so much towards the front, was because in the long form you have both arms up, and it's kind of harder to do this than I don't know. It just makes it easier. But those were the slight differences, minor.
Yeah, we want to review that theory another day
We'll do
and do the long form again.
Yeah,
So,
we stopped. We didn't want to repeat it because we were doing this form for over a month, and it was difficult also to do the long form. So we'll review it after, maybe next time, or a couple of times after today. Um, yeah, the other thing is, uh, somebody said that they said that the hit series, you have to do it for a whole month for its benefits or its effects to kind of show up. So we did good because we did it for a month, and hopefully you practice it during the week. So we are good, and we'll review it at some point later. And I think that's it. And I hope you enjoyed that one, the one that we did today. And if you have any other questions, just let us know and we'll try to answer. Okay?